Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Ghost Rider Vlog. So today's episode is going to be Ghost Rider number 9, as we left off last time. The cover today is a pretty decent one. We don't get to see much of the Ghost Rider, but he is in the foreground, riding a bike and chasing after Satan, who has Roxanne in his grasp, and is also reaching forward with his spare hand to try and grab Johnny. We start up yet again more or less where things had left off. Roxanne is still in the grip of Satan, who is trying to persuade her to let go of her protection of Johnny. And Johnny is also trying to evade Inferno, as well as take care of the now mind-possessed humans that are attacking him out of fear. The fight doesn't go too well for Johnny, as he constantly finds himself surrounded on all fronts. And as the fight continues, Roxanne finally gives in to the Devil's demands and lets go of her protection of Johnny, which pleases the Devil even more to the fact that all the imagery of Crash was actually an illusion he had made to try and convince Roxanne. So he goes to the mortal plane yet again in giant size to try and once again take Johnny for his own. As this is happening, Johnny finally knocks out Inferno and tries to make a break for it. However, Satan is not one for quitting so easily. And Johnny really has no place to go, especially as Satan himself has actually turned off his powers. He's no longer invulnerable, and he can no longer use Hellfire. And just as Satan is about to take him, a stranger appears, a friend, if you will. A man with long hair, a little bit of a beard, and a little bit of a mustache going, comes forth and confronts Satan, literally talking him down and away from being able to take Johnny. While this man is clothed in everyday, normal 1970s to modern day-ish clothing, you kind of get an idea of who they were actually going for. And anyone who knows anything about religious characters would know this man instantly. They don't give him a name, but most of us could probably easily assume a name for him. But he literally talks down Satan in a matter of moments and forces him to give up on Johnny's soul. The Satan can no longer actually physically come after Johnny until he for sure has enough corruption in him that Satan could actually physically come forth again. Otherwise, Johnny is protected even without the help of Roxanne, but also at the end of this book, Roxanne gives up her protection of Johnny, sticking around actually with Johnny, period, because she had nearly gotten him killed and sent to hell permanently. Also, we see in the second part of the prologue is that Satan, after 6 days of anger and yelling and constant use of his powers to destroy everything around him, brings back Inferno and apparently gives him a human form, to which he wants him to be close to Johnny and to report in on Johnny to Satan, as well as to try and lead Johnny down the wrong road, to try and further corrupt his soul to allow Satan to be able to take him. So that's pretty much the explanation for this episode. So, good and bad. Good things. Very solid story. I liked that we got the imagery across without having to hit the proverbial nail on the head, as you will. There's enough good things going on around here, and this is actually one of the books that has inspired very heavily what I would think of for a decent ending of a first Ghost Rider movie. Sadly, Ghost Rider movies haven't been going that well. Artwork is still really good. I think the beginning is a little bit padded, but that's about the only really bad thing I can think about for this particular book. So overall, I think it was pretty well done. Definitely a worthwhile read, especially if you've been keeping up with most of the stuff to this point. And that's going to be all for this episode. So I will see you all next time. Good night.